Today I took some disapproving looks for cheering on a competitor on the other team, and I don't feel bad about it at all. Let me preface, this was a kids sporting event, and a kid from the other team made a really great athletic play. And I cheered and clapped even though they were on the other team, because it's a young kid who just did a good job. And I think it's important to celebrate that. Regardless of what team they're on, I'm a parent and I want kids to develop and grow. And build self-esteem, that's pretty important. Like less than a half hour before that, I had a really good compliment today where a parent from a different sport asked me if I would be coaching this year. And I said, I don't know, I'm in it if I'm allowed or invited. And then she goes, good, the kids need you for their emotional support. And that was a massive compliment to me because I do, I'm the dugout dad. I'm the dad that's in there that's always trying to pick the kids up, to keep them motivated, to keep the vibe right, as I do in most other areas of my life. But the fact that a parent noticed that meant a lot to me. So then, just a few minutes later when I'm out there and I cheer on a kid from the other team, or congratulated them with a cheer, it was interesting to get the opposite feedback. And I understand in the middle of competition, your team versus their team. I totally get that. But the other side of it is from a sportsmanship perspective for young developing athletes, I think it's okay to celebrate a good play. And it wasn't that our kids did a poor job or that this kid took advantage of, a misstep from our team. It was simply the kid stepped up above and beyond and pulled a great play out. And I think that's important. And had I seen the kid afterward, I would have congratulated them too for a nice play. But with this said, I know, and all of us have to kind of consider, the other kids are also watching, like the athletes are watching. They see people cheering them on. They know who's being supportive and who's not. And honestly, guys, I'm that parent, that adult that's gonna be in the background, that's gonna be loud, that's gonna cheer on everybody, that's gonna, sometimes it feels like a library in sporting events and everyone's so quiet or mumbling under their breath or whatever. Like, support the kids, get loud, be a positive impact. Don't complain because they're kids and they're learning and things aren't gonna go perfect. But let them know they're there for you. I am fortunate that I grew up with an aunt and a mom that were not afraid to have the big mouths that I could hear across the track or across the football field or across the ball field in the outfield. They were always there and I knew it. And honestly, I wish we had more loudmouths like me supporting the kids. All right, food for thought.